Now on YouTube, it's time for some alternative commentary action with the Commenttary Hub.
There's headed by Moreno, and it's 2-1 to Arsenal.
Look for that point! Goal for Manchester City!
Takes this corner, whips it in, it's headed and it's a goal, and it's that man, Gabriel.
Liverpool have equalised. Lovely improvisational touch from Curtis Jones.
Oh, what a goal! Wow, take it out! A very good afternoon, good morning or good evening to you all, and welcome along to the second part of the Super Sunday doubleheader here on the Commenttary Hub. I'm Russ Vernon, your match host for this game between Liverpool and Arsenal from game week number 3 in the Premier League. Kick-off at Anfield is at 4:30pm British summer time, so around about 9 minutes away for that one. We will bring you some of the scores from the earlier games, just a recap of the scores in the Premier League just before we get the early team news and any changes for both sides, and we'll give you the early scores from the Premier League thus far. We'll go through the other scores in case you missed them earlier at half time. In the Premier League, it was Chelsea 2, Fulham 0, Man United 3, Burnley 2, Sunderland 2, Brentford 1, Tottenham 0, Bournemouth 1, Wolves 2, Everton 3, Leeds United 0, Newcastle United 0. Decent game despite ending 0-0. Depending which side of the fence you want. If you're a Leeds fan, you'd say it was a decent match. Newcastle neutrals may not think so. In the early games today, Brighton of Albion 2, Man City 1. And a game I'm just been first commentating from here at the City Ground, Nottingham Forest 0, West Ham United 3 is a result there. This game is up next at 4:30 between Liverpool and Arsenal, and the evening kick-off in the Premier League today comes from Villa Park, Aston Villa against Crystal Palace at 7pm British summer time there. But without further ado, let's see if there's any headline team news from both sides. Obviously, we know that Saka's out injured for around about a month after his injury against Leeds last time out. Well, Paul, what's the team changes for both Liverpool and Arsenal at the kick-off? Paul James has all the news for you. Paul, what's all, my friend?
Yes. Thank you, Ross. Good afternoon to you. Good afternoon, everybody. So for Liverpool, they have got a strong lineup out today, only making the one change following their impressive victory over Newcastle United. Alexis McAllister steps in for Curtis Jones. For Arsenal, well, the devastating loss of Bukayo Saka, out for a month, but also captain Martin Odegaard has picked up a shoulder injury in that game against Leeds as well. So Martin Odegaard drops to the bench as a precaution. Mikel Moreno steps into his place. Gabriel Martinelli steps in for Bukayo Saka. He'll operate on the left, with Noni Madueke on the right, and new signing Eberici Eze starts from the bench this afternoon. Back to you, Ross.
Thank you very much there, Paul. We'll be having commentary very soon this afternoon. Good afternoon to Media Radio Jingles and Gaming, who says good afternoon, Russ, and the rest of the TCUB team. Well, this is going to be a big match, especially for the title race as well. And obviously, as he's an Arsenal fan, says I would want an Arsenal to get a win here, and that's what many Arsenal fans would want to do. But Carl Carling Chickens very early on, Liverpool 2 wins from 2 as well for Arne Slot's side, with a good start to the season for Liverpool. 2 wins, 4-2 over Bournemouth, 3-2 over Newcastle, despite Newcastle being the better team last time out. And he said, Redding says, but as Liverpool got a late goal against Newcastle, let's see what can happen. And that's what I was just saying there as well, my friend. Looking at Arsenal, 5-0 winners last time out against Leeds United, and before that, 1-0 win over Manchester United. So 6 goals scored, none against. Whereas if you look at it from a Liverpool standpoint, and Liverpool have gone on and scored 7, conceded 4 in the opening games of the season. So there is defensive frailties in Arne Slot's new look Liverpool side this season. Some familiar faces last time out as well. So, with further ado, let me just quickly ask Paul, where do you think this game will be won and lost today? Do you think it'll be the midfield battle like normally when games are won and lost, or do you think it could be somewhere else, mate?
Well, the midfield is always where the games are sort of won and lost, isn't it? But I think if you want to look at this a little bit deeper, can Arsenal's defence stand up against this impressive attacking Liverpool force that they have? Florian Wirtz, Cody Gakpo, Mo Salah, and Hugo Ekitike, who's already scoring goals this season, I think may be overwhelming for Arsenal, in my opinion. Arsenal games, I expect it to be very tight.
Yes, absolutely, Paul. Probably very tight indeed. It could go either way, this one. Let's see which way this one goes then today with the teams game of the day in the tunnel ahead of kickoff. If I were to ask you, Paul, and put you under pressure and just say to you, what do you think the final score is going to be today? What would you be saying to me looking at it right now, having seen both lineups today?
I think I'll plead the fifth, Russ, on that one.
Right then, let's see who comes out on top then. As the teams are in the tunnel, let the kick-off then. Let me enjoy our team match commentator, Paul James.
Thank you, Russ. And once again, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Anfield, the famous cathedral of English football. So many historical nights and afternoons at this famous old stadium as the players set foot onto the field. Let's take a look at the starting lineup, starting with Liverpool, the home team. Alisson Becker in goal. The back four is Milos Kerkez, captain Virgil van Dijk, Ibrahima Konate, and Dominic Szoboszlai once again at right back. The two holding midfielders are Alexis McAllister and Ryan Gravenberch. And as mentioned earlier, that impressive front line, Cody Gakpo, Florian Wirtz, Mohamed Salah, or behind Hugo Ekitike. For Arsenal, well, we spoke about the changes earlier on, and this is the lineup that Mikel Arteta has chosen to go with. David Raya in goal. The back four is Ricardo Calafiori. Gabriel will be captain today. William Saliba and Jurrien Timber. The three in midfield is Declan Rice, Martin Zubimendi, and Mikel Moreno. And the front line welcomes back Gabriel Martinelli, Victor Gyökeres, and Noni Madueke. The substitutes for Liverpool today, start with them. It's Conor Bradley, Federico Chiesa, Harvey Elliott, Wataru Endo, Joe Gomez, Curtis Jones, the substitute goalkeeper Georgi Marmadashvili, Rio Ngamaha, the hero against Newcastle, and Andy Robertson. For Arsenal, well, they have their own young starlet on the bench as well. Goalkeeper, first of all, Kepa Arrizabalaga. Max Dowman is the young starlet there for Arsenal. He came on against Leeds with a very impressive performance. New signing Eberici Eze starts from the bench. Another young man, Andre Haraman Anos, Miles Lewis Skelly, Christian Mosquera, Ethan Nwaneri, we know about him. Martin Odegaard, we're likely to see at some point today, with Leandro Trossard as the other substitute. Our officials today, Chris Kavanagh is the referee. He's from Ashton-under-Lyne, with Dan Cook and Wade Smith on the lines. Samuel Barrett is the fourth official, the controversial official from the Burnley game against Manchester United yesterday, with John Brooks as a late replacement in VAR, as Mr. Salisbury has been replaced due to a controversial call in the West London derby yesterday, and Sean Massey-Ellie is the other VAR assistant. What a history these two sides have between them. 244 matches in all competitions. Liverpool have won 95, Arsenal have won 83, 66 draws, and you can date the first meeting right the way back to October 28, 1893, where Liverpool won 5-0 in the old Division 2. Also that year, first ever successful open heart surgery was completed by Daniel Hale Williams. You look at the Liverpool cop there with the flags and the scarves. We see it every week at Anfield. It's such an amazing sight. And we're waiting for the two players to come together as Arne Slot knows the importance of this game to gain an advantage in the title race. And Mikel Arteta, does he have enough in his 11 to get the victory today? Liverpool have conceded goals, but they have also been able to score late goals. Late goals has been a mantra for Liverpool this season. Arsenal are about to get us underway. They're going to be attacking the top end in the first half. And it's long downfield. That's the goal to our right. Long downfield by Martin Zubimendi, and it went all the way over to the corner flag. And it's going to be a throw into Liverpool, which will be taken by the Liverpool number 8, Dominic Szoboszlai. Now, it's a long throw, and it's just knocked out of play again. And once again, Dominic Szoboszlai is going to get another go at this. Midway inside his own half of the field, down the right-hand side. It's a good throw-in that picks out the captain, Virgil van Dijk. Van Dijk's got some space in front of him now. He drops it back to Konate. Konate holding the ball up. And Van Dijk drops the ball down to Kerkez. Kerkez tries to play that ball forward. He was looking there for McAllister, but that is a really good challenge by Zubimendi. Referee calls no foul there, but it does go out of play, and it's a throw-in that Kerkez will take, the Hungarian international. The bounces back to Jurrien Timber there for Arsenal. He plays the ball forward, looking for Mikel Moreno, who's intercepted by Gravenberch. It's now back with Konate. Across to Szoboszlai. Drops the ball back to Konate. And Liverpool at the moment, just a very, very slow start, patient build-up. Looking to feel out this Arsenal team, and Van Dijk is under pressure here by Moreno, and it's cleared out of play by William Saliba, and it's going to be a throw-in to Liverpool. It's our referee today, Chris Kavanagh, one of the most experienced officials in the PGMOL. From Ashton-under-Lyne. And here's Ryan Gravenberch now. Good ball to Konate, across to Szoboszlai. Arsenal trying to press Liverpool back right now. Here's Konate again to Van Dijk. Over the halfway line, Van Dijk to Cody Gakpo. Gakpo steps the ball back to Van Dijk, who goes back to the goalkeeper, Alisson Becker. Clears the ball downfield right-footed. Trying to bring that ball under control is Ekitike, but it's won by Saliba. Only as far as Kerkez. Back now to McAllister. And picked up in the middle of the park there by Gravenberch. Gravenberch over and across to Szoboszlai. Liverpool being pressed back into their own half at the moment by Arsenal. And it goes back to the goalkeeper, Alisson, who was under pressure there. From Gyökeres. It's a clearance out to Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai, good ball forward to Salah. Salah's now got some space. He's looking for options left and right, is Salah. And he plays the ball short there to Florian Wirtz. Wirtz forward there to Ekitike. Ekitike out wide there to Dominic Szoboszlai, getting into an advanced position. Gives the ball to Salah. Salah drops the ball back to Szoboszlai. Good work by Dominic Szoboszlai. Drops the ball back into the centre circle. Picked up there by Gravenberch, who gives the ball to Virgil van Dijk, who goes down under the challenge. Liverpool maintain possession though. And it's Kerkez. It's flicked on for looking for the number 18, Cody Gakpo, but it's won back by Timber, and he plays the ball forward looking for Gyökeres. But that's well read by Alisson Becker. He comes out and collects that ball. Plays it downfield, but only finds his opposite number at the other end, David Raya. So we've got an Arsenal player down right now. It's Saliba, who's gone down. We've played 4 minutes here. It's Liverpool 0, Arsenal 0. Already, Mascara is readying himself to come on for Arsenal. Oh, this must be serious. They can't afford this, Arsenal. They've already got a couple of major players on the injury list at the moment, and it looks like Mascara is going to have to come on for Saliba, but he's already stripped and ready on the touchline. Just going to see now whether Saliba can carry on. In fact, he can't. The substitutes board has come up. Mascara is coming on. Saliba is coming off. This may be an injury from the previous week or in training during the week. Saliba, and this is bad news for Arsenal, already having to take on this front line of Liverpool. Now without one of their most experienced defenders in William Saliba. Mascara comes on, the new signing, and he just holds he's just going to hold into Saliba's position. It's like for like. Certainly not a change that Mikel Arteta would have liked to have seen this early on. And here is Mascara now. Mascara plays the ball forward, looking for Declan Rice. This goes off Zubimendi, in fact, and goes all the way through to the goalkeeper, Alisson Becker. First 5 minutes really has been both sides feeling each other out. No major movement from either side, no chances so far. Early days yet at Anfield. It's Virgil van Dijk plays the ball forward, trying to bring that ball under control is Ekitike. He manages to find that's a poor ball there. Poor ball, and it goes out of play. Florian Wirtz just gave the ball away for a moment there. The young German stalwart settling into his time at Anfield, and the ball is back now with Gabriel. Gabriel just puts his foot on the ball, plays it to Zubimendi. Zubimendi drops the ball back there to Calafiori. And Calafiori just goes all the way back to the goalkeeper, David Raya. He releases it to Mascara. Mascara goes back to the goalkeeper again. And David Raya plays it short. Arsenal playing a short ball around the one penalty area. It's given away. This time by Calafiori. It's a poor ball, and just picking that ball up there is McAllister, surrounded then by three Arsenal players. McAllister runs the ball out of play, and it's going to be a throw-in for Arsenal with Timber to take it. Drops the ball to Mascara. Across here to Declan Rice. Declan Rice to Gabriel. Back to the goalkeeper as Declan Rice seems to have dropped into a more defensive midfield position. Gabriel plays the ball forward here. Back to Declan Rice again. Across here to Mascara. Mascara back to Rice as Arsenal just playing the ball around their own 18-yard box. Jurrien Timber. Timber just trying to turn away from the attention of Cody Gakpo. And it's going to be a free kick for the foul by Gakpo on Jurrien Timber. In fact, Cody Gakpo looking a little bit frustrated with that decision. The free kick is going to be taken. Timber is going to leave it for Mascara. And he in turn leaves it for David Raya. So it's going to be a long ball, I suspect, here from Raya, right-footed downfield. Just moving the position of the ball. And he's going to launch this ball downfield now. Arsenal in white today with the purple shorts and white socks. Liverpool in their famous all-red kits, red shirts, red shorts, red socks. And the ball is won back here by the number 23, Mikel Moreno. Moreno plays the ball with a quick back heel by Noni Madueke. But he was looking for Moreno's run there and he wasn't there. But McAllister is dispossessed by Moreno. And it's headed out there by Dominic Szoboszlai. And now Liverpool are on the break. And it's Florian Wirtz now in full flight. Wirtz has got Salah on the right-hand side. Salah tries to swing that ball in. It's blocked. And now Arsenal on the other side. And all of a sudden, it's end-to-end stuff here. And it's Gabriel Martinelli coming forward. He leaves Jokeresh standing there. Here's Gabriel Martinelli. Tries to get to the byline. He's under pressure from the number 5, Konate. And in the end, the ball goes behind for a goal kick off Gabriel. Good defensive play by Konate there. But just for a moment, both sides had some end-to-end action there. And Gabriel Martinelli, a super run from inside his own half. Jokeresh trying to make the run, wasn't able to really. And Gabriel Martinelli really ran out of options there. And it's now with Van Dijk for Liverpool. Van Dijk back to the goalkeeper. Alisson, he clears the ball downfield. It just goes over the head of Salah and out of play for a throw into Arsenal. Down that Arsenal left, it's going to be a throw in. Ricardo Calafiori is going to pick up the ball. Media radio jingles and games. There's lots of young talent coming through at Arsenal team and Liverpool as well. Well, there most certainly is with Max Darman at Arsenal. I don't know if you caught the game against Leeds when he did come on. Very, very impressive. Won a penalty as well for Arsenal. Zubimendi goes back to the goalkeeper, Raya. Is he going to play this one downfield? He does, right-footed. Looking for Gabriel Martinelli. It goes over Martinelli's head. And it's now picked up by Gravenberch. Gravenberch to Dominic Szoboszlai down the right. He sends the ball to Salah. Salah now doubling up on Salah there. Jokeresh and Calafiori. Here's Florian Wirtz now for Liverpool. And back to the number 4, Virgil van Dijk. Kerkez back to Van Dijk in the centre circle. Long ball over the top by Van Dijk and good defence by Gabriel there. Sneaking in over the top was Mo Salah, but that was well read by Gabriel. And the ball is cleared and it'll go back to the goalkeeper, Alisson Becker from Ryan Gravenberch. Here's Konate. Konate, good ball to Dominic Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai, quick 1-2 there with Wirtz. Back to Konate. 0-0 here. We've played almost 12 minutes at Anfield. It's Liverpool 0, Arsenal 0. And back to the goalkeeper again from Konate. Konate picks up the ball. Really, these first 12 minutes has been both sides sort of feeling each other out. Neither wants to give away the first goal in such an important game. This being the marquee game of the weekend. There's a game after this actually at 7 p.m. UK time. Aston Villa versus Crystal Palace. We won't be covering that, I'm afraid. But we will be back for the international break with England versus Andorra on Saturday and Germany versus Northern Ireland on Sunday. And that is at Villa Park, the England and Andorra game. Join me for that one. And the ball is played down to Cody Gakpo down the left now. This is Gakpo's first run at the Arsenal defence. He gets a shot away, Gakpo, and he pulls it just wide. David Raya appeared to have it covered, but that's the first shot on goal by either side. And Cody Gakpo pulls that ball wide. Good effort. And it'll be a goal kick to Arsenal. David Raya plays it short to Zubimendi. Picked up there by Mascara. Back to Zubimendi again. To Declan Rice. Across to Gabriel. Back to the goalkeeper David Raya. And here's Mascara again. Mascara holds the ball in the midfield. And he's going to drop the ball here, I think. He's under pressure right now and he's just lost control of the ball, and Liverpool win it back with Ryan Gravenberch. But Alisson Becker's having to come out as well because Gravenberch directed the ball towards his own goal and nearly sent off Martinelli there. That was well read by the Liverpool goalkeeper, Alisson Becker. Just coming out, racing out and grabbing that ahead of Martinelli. But Arsenal still have possession here and it's Ricardo Calafiori. Calafiori drops the ball back to Gabriel. Here's Declan Rice now for Arsenal. 0-0 here at Anfield. And that's a good ball by Timber to Moreno. And just picking that one up is the number 36, Zubamendi. Here's Declan Rice now, though. Declan Rice drops the ball across to Gabriel. Back to Zubamendi. Zubamendi across there to Mascara. Back to Zubamendi again. And Arsenal just maintaining possession. They're not really pushing forward, really. Calafiori. And this ball is picked up by Declan Rice just outside the centre circle in his own half. Declan Rice holds the ball, and it's across to the number 3, Christian Mascara. Mascara to Madueke. Madueke's ball back towards Zubamendi, over the head of the Spanish international, and David Raya had to come chasing out because zooming in there was Mo Salah, and the ball now has been given away by Calafiori as well. And here's Florian Wirtz now for Liverpool. He tries to find Mo Salah, but that's well read by Declan Rice, and he wins the ball back for Arsenal. But careless play in that Arsenal defence, really. First by Noni Madueke, and then the ball back to Zubamendi. And Arsenal have possession back now, though. And here's the number 3 there, Mascara, across to Gabriel. Looks like Arsenal has dropped to a back 3 here. The ball out wide here to Martinelli. He's dispossessed by Dominic Joboslai. Good challenge that by the Hungarian international. Tries to play the ball back to Joboslai. Martinelli crunches in there and takes that hook. Dominic Joboslai, second game at right back. Certainly not his familiar position. And I fully expect to see Eberici Eze running at Dominic Joboslai at some point in this game. I'm very surprised he didn't start to begin with, to be honest. Here's Virgil van Dijk. Over the halfway line to Cody Gakpo. Gakpo. Back there to Kierkegaard. Here's Van Dijk again. It's a long ball over the top. It's looking for Mo Salah. That's a super ball by Van Dijk. Here's Salah. Launches the ball into the penalty area, looking for Etekite. And just clutching that ball out the air is David Raya. And here's Martin Zubamendi now for Arsenal. Gets the ball to his Spanish compatriot Moreno. Moreno now to Noni Madueke. Can he run at Kierkegaard for the first time? Madueke gets into the penalty area. Tries to get across him, but that's a good block. Good defending by Kierkegaard. And it's going to be Arsenal's first corner of the game. You can see the pass there to Madueke. It was really Madueke's first charge at Kierkegaard, and that's the defender was equal to it there. Some really smart defending by the Hungarian international. And Liverpool and Arsenal are now just starting to open up a little bit as we've played 17 and a half minutes. It's still 0-0 at a jam-packed Anfield for this game, one of the biggest games in the Football League calendar, no matter where they are in the league. Made even more spicy by the fact that both these sides are unbeaten but right now. The corner is going to be taken here by Madueke. It's launched in, it goes over everybody's head. It's out to the number 12, Jurien Timber. Timber, just in front of Florian Wirtz for company there. Timber drops the ball back to Calafiori. And he plays the ball back to Martin Zubamendi. Inside the centre circle now, Zubamendi just turns away from Mo Salah and gives the ball back to Calafiori. He goes back to David Raya, who's midway inside his own half. He launches the ball long, looking for Victor Gyökeres, who only is able to head that ball out of play. Gabriel looking for the corner there. We've seen so many times with Gabriel and Arsenal. They work those corners so well. Ball played by Canate. It's one back by Martinelli. And here is the number 3 for Arsenal substitute. And Arsenal looking for this ball here, but you can see here this is good work on this replay from the tackle from Calafiori on Mo Salah, and Calafiori has got his hands full today trying to mark the Egyptian king. Ball goes all the way back to David Raya. Raya clears the ball downfield, looking for the run of Noni Madueke. Miles Kirkos challenging with Madueke. Madueke is alleged to have fouled Miles Kirkos as the two come together. And it's going to be a free kick for Liverpool as Noni Madueke pleads his innocence. 0-0 at Anfield. If you're just joining us, thank you very much for joining us. We certainly appreciate you spending your Sunday afternoon with us, spending your valuable time with us. We definitely appreciate that. And the ball is played out now by the goalkeeper to Konate. Goes back to Alison Becker. It's now with Konate again. Drops the ball back to Jobaslai. Once again goes back to the goalkeeper. Some shock results earlier on today. West Ham beating Nottingham Forest 3-0 at the City Ground. And also today, Manchester City losing at the south coast of Brighton. So some real shocking results today, but be interesting to see how both those sides respond to that, as Graham Potter's job looks a lot more safer now. That's a long ball out wide to Noni Madueke, just getting away there from Miles Kirkos. Madueke gets in. Oh, that's a super challenge by Miles Kirkos. Fantastic defending because he was beaten for pace there. Noni Madueke just beating Kirkos for pace, but what a super challenge by Kirkos, putting that behind for a corner to Arsenal before Noni Madueke could pull the trigger. And Liverpool in the cop there, in the top there, making a lot of noise right now. They know whoever wins this game really has a really good head start in the title race. It is early, of course, it's only week 3, but the psychological advantage of just getting ahead by a few points of your title rivals, it's there for all to see. Corner is going to be taken by Declan Rice down that right-hand side. It's outswung by Rice, it's flicked on, and Noni Madueke brings it under control! And a good effort and a good save by Alison Becker. Noni Madueke brought that ball down with his chest. Good effort on goal, forcing the Brazilian goalkeeper into a save. And the clearance now only finds Mascara, and he drops the ball back. It's a long ball over the top there, looking for Gabriel Martinelli, but it's headed back by Dominic Jobaslai. But Noni Madueke there, getting the first shot on target in this game. Brought it down with his head, actually. A little bit more power, he might have beaten Alison Becker. The Brazilian saw it late, I think. Good save, nevertheless. Here's Virgil van Dijk. He clears the ball up into the air. It's chested down there. It's won back by Florian Wirtz, and it's hooked forward looking for Hugo Ekitike by Mo Salah, but that's just a bit too far for Ekitike. And we've had 7 touches in the opponent's box for Arsenal, so they've made more use of their possession, I would say. And it's now with Martin Zubimendi inside the centre circle. Quick 1-2 there with Ricardo Calafiori. Zubimendi still has his foot on the ball, and he drops it back to Declan Rice. Across to Gabriel, as Arsenal looking to play a back 3 here. It's Calafiori swings the ball in, but there's nobody there. And Miles Kirkes just chests that ball back to the goalkeeper, Alisson. And Arsenal appear to have dropped to the back 3 with Gabriel, Yuri and Timber. And Mascara as the back 3. And it looks like Declan Rice is just playing in front of that back 3. So interesting setup there by Arsenal, since the substitute by Saliba. It's now picked up by Zubimendi. Zubimendi is dispossessed. It goes back to Gabriel. and he drops it back to the goalkeeper, David Ray, who clears the ball downfield. Noni Madueke gets up for the challenge with Gabriel, and headed on again by Timber. Kirkes hooks the ball back into the Arsenal half of the field, trying to bring the header down. He's being held there as Cody Gakpo by Urian Timber, and that's going to be a free kick. No question about that. Cody Gakpo had his arms hooked behind his back there. It was almost like a citizen's arrest. I don't know what Urian Timber is complaining about. That'll be a free kick to Liverpool. Hit the 25-minute mark now. Virgil van Dijk just giving some instructions to his Virgil van Dijk receiving some instructions from his manager Arnie Slot there. And it's going to be a free kick which Florian Wirtz will take. Lined up on the edge of the Arsenal penalty area. It's free kick is about 15 yards inside the Arsenal half of the field. Florian Wirtz goes long looking for Van Dijk. That's just going to go over everybody's head and behind for a goal kick. Liverpool 0, Arsenal 0. There's Emery Chiese on the bench. I fully expect to see him today. Either running down that right side or the left side. I think we'll see him at some point today as the game goes on. As it's picked up here by Noni Madueke. It's drops the ball outside there to Mikel Morena holds the ball up. Drops the ball to Timber. Timber tries to cross in. It's a good block by Milos Kirkes, and it goes behind for another Arsenal corner. Arsenal loading up the usual suspects in the box. As Declan Rice is trudging over to take this corner. It's the third Arsenal corner of the afternoon. As Gyökeres, Gabriel and Moreno just working out amongst themselves what they're going to do. Liverpool's defence will have to be wary here. We know what Arsenal are capable of from these set pieces. Declan Rice is going to hit the outswinger. It's a poor one by Declan Rice. Clear play by Virgil van Dijk. Only really as far as the number 11 Gabriel Martinelli. It's launched back in towards the Liverpool penalty area. It goes over everybody's head and out of play for a throw-in by the corner flag down the Liverpool left. Declan Rice. Well, looks like they may have. Looks like they may just be using Gyökeres as a lone frontman now rather than a front three. But we'll see as time goes on. Certainly a change in the system. Here's Gravenberch. Drops the ball back to Dominic Jobberslai. It's a long ball. Chasing this one is Hugo Ekitike, but even he is not going to catch that. Goes straight through to David Raya, who releases the ball to the number 3, Mascara. Mascara across there to Gabriel. Gabriel to Zubamendi. Here's Ricardo Calafiori now. Ricardo Calafiori storming forward over the halfway line. He's tripped there surely, and a free kick for Arsenal. And the first yellow card of the game is waved in the face of Ryan Gravenberch. Was it Gravenberch? Yes, it is Gravenberch. The first yellow card of the game for the Dutchman for Liverpool. I don't think he can have any complaints really. He made no attempt to win the ball. It's a free kick. It's midway inside the Liverpool half of the field, and Declan Rice is standing over this one. Of course, no Martin Odegaard today. He's on the bench, so Declan Rice is going to have free reign of these free kicks. He's going to try and launch this one into the box. It's a good 40 yards out. I don't think he's going to shoot, but he's taking a long run up. Declan Rice. So, well, he does try the shot, but it ends in row Z of the cop. A wry smile on his face. that wasted really, as Eberichieze warming up now along with the other Arsenal substitutes. There's young Max Dowman was there as well. And it's a goal kick to Liverpool, which is taken by Alisson Becker. There's Dominic Jobberslide. It's a good ball across there to Ibrahima Konate. Good ball by Konate to Salah, who takes the ball back into his own half of the field. Drops the ball back to Jobberslide, and he goes back to the goalkeeper. Jobberslide leaves the ball for Konate. Konate plays the ball short. Across to Virgil van Dijk. That's a nice pass there to Kerkers. Over the halfway line, and just trying to wriggle away there was Cody Gakpo, but that's a good challenge by Mascara. And the ball is throwing for Liverpool, goes all the way back to Virgil van Dijk, who returns it to Alisson. Alisson gives the ball there to Dominic Jobberslide, who gives it to Virgil van Dijk. Oh, Alisson Becker under pressure there from Gyökeres, who manages to get the ball away, however. And here is Jobberslide now over the halfway line. Oh, that's a poor ball that's going to be comfortably intercepted by Declan Rice, but nipping in there was Hugo Ekitike, just getting his foot in on Declan Rice, and the ball goes out of play. It's going to be a throw-in for Arsenal down the Arsenal left. 31 minutes gone here. Liverpool 0, Arsenal 0 at Anfield. The Arsenal throw-in midway inside the Arsenal half of the field on their left-hand side. It's headed out of play though there, Gabriel, and it's going to be a throw-in for Liverpool now in a dangerous position down their right-hand side. It's almost level with the penalty area. And it's taken by Jobberslide. Jobberslide throws the ball back towards his own half of the field. It's picked up by Konate. Back there to Milos Kerkez as he drops the ball back to the goalkeeper, Alisson Becker. It's released by Alisson Becker. He was looking for Virgil van Dijk, but that was away from him. Kerkez picks it up and gives it back to Virgil van Dijk. Gives it back to Van Dijk, who goes back to Alisson, who plays the ball downfield. It's out of play for a throw into Arsenal, just inside the Liverpool half of the field. At the moment, we're not seeing a lot of chances by either side, really. Only one shot on goal between the two sides. And, of course, that was Noni Madueke's effort, which was saved by Alisson. And here's Jurrien Timber. He goes back to the goalkeeper. I think at the moment, both sides just giving each other too much respect right now. Ball's played forward. Here's Gyökeres. Drops the ball back. There to Ricardo Calafiori. Gyökeres so far has been wholly marked out of this game by Konate and Van Dijk between them. Here's Timber. Timber to Mascara. Across to Declan Rice. Moreno. Rice again. And Gabriel. And Rice back to the goalkeeper as both sides just seem to be trying to build up from the back. But at the moment, not really. Oh, it's been given away! It's a terrible giveaway there by David Raya. It's now Alexis McAllister with a shot. Oh, it's blocked. Well, Arsenal nearly paid the price for a really poor giveaway by David Raya. That was terribly sloppy by the Spanish goalkeeper. He gives the ball away here. And he gives it straight to Ekitike. It closed him down quickly, but the ball was given then from Gabriel to McAllister, whose shot was blocked. Well, that is very, very poor goalkeeping. And Arsenal fortunate not to be punished there. As Mikel Arteta just breathing a bit more steadier there. And barking some instructions out as we wait and see. It's a free kick actually to us. And it's just inside the centre circle, inside their own half of the field. It's dropped back to the goalkeeper, who's almost out by the centre circle himself, David Raya, and cleared into the Liverpool half of the field. It's picked up by Deertz. Deertz drops it back to Gravenberch, who in turn gives it to Jobbersley, and in turn it seems to be a repetitive process. In this first half, it goes back to the goalkeeper. Ball is won back from the clearance zone. And under pressure there is Zubamendi from Cody Gakpo, and he loses it. And Zubamendi commits a foul on Cody Gakpo. And some appeals from the Liverpool players for further action, none taken by Chris Kavanagh. It's a throw in to Arsenal over on the Arsenal right, midway inside their own half. Here's David Raya again. Can he do a little bit better with the clearance this time? He does. It's long downfield, looking for Noni Madueke. Super pass this time by Raya. Here's Madueke inside the penalty area. Checks back, gets a shot away, Madueke, but it takes a deflection again. A good piece of defending by Milos Kerkez again on Noni Madueke. This time Madueke chose to turn Kerkez and get the shot away, but again that's a super piece of defending by Milos Kerkez, and it just deflects and loops over the crossbar for another corner to Arsenal, and it's going to be taken down the Arsenal left, which would normally be Declan Rice anyway. A Declan Rice in-swinger would normally be from this side, and as you can see, Calafiori, Mikel Morena, Gabriel all gathering around that 6-yard box, and they'll all send on the goalkeeper in a moment, as well as Victor Gyökeres there. Corner, Declan Rice. The heads go up, it goes over everybody's head and just goes behind for a goal kick. Mikel Morena looking for that. Score on the screen now, Liverpool 0, Arsenal 0. Is the latest score at Anfield, and Virgil van Dijk is remonstrating with the referee over something. Not sure exactly what. See, it's swung in here, goes over everybody's head. Moreno was looking for it. I think Van Dijk is complaining about Moreno going down, and Moreno, that did look like a dive, to be fair. It looked like Moreno was looking for the penalty there, so I think that's what Van Dijk was upset about. And it's picked up in the centre of the park here by Calafiori. Calafiori drops the ball to Moreno. Moreno dropped back to Martin Zubamendi. And he gives the ball to Gabriel. Gabriel goes back to the goalkeeper once more. And across there to Declan Rice. Now then, let's see what Declan Rice can do with this. Drops the ball back to the goalkeeper, and David Raya is way out of his goal there. He just drops it short to Gabriel. Goes back to David Raya again. As once again, this has been the type of football we've seen in the first half, really by both sides. It's long downfield by David Raya, though, looking for Martinelli. He fails to control that ball, and it rolls out of play. And it's going to be a throw-in to Liverpool. It should have been right there by the corner flag. It's stolen about 10 yards as Dominic Jobbersley continues to steal yards, but it's stolen almost a full length of the penalty area. That ball deflects out of play again, and it's going to be another throw-in. This time for Arsenal, level with the Liverpool penalty area, and it's going to be taken by Ricardo Calafiori. And Arsenal looking for players in the box, maybe. No, Calafiori plays it short. Here's Gabriel. By the centre circle there to Sierra. Moreno plays the ball forward, chasing this one into the penalty area is Gyökeres. He lays it off there, and the shot is blocked by Timber. Breaks back to Calafiori with his shot. It takes the deflection and just rolls wide. That should be a corner, and I think the referee has finally given the corner after the complaints from Arsenal. It was quite clearly a deflection. Gyökeres picked up the ball inside the 18-yard box, laid off the Timber. It was blocked. Back to Calafiori. His effort was deflected by Konate. No question about that being a corner, but For a moment there, the Arsenal players had thought a goal kick had been given. But the corner is going to be taken by Declan Rice down the right-hand side. Got just over 5 minutes to the break. At half-time, Russ will go over all the scores for you. And we'll, of course, be back for the start of the second half in the hope of a little bit more entertainment and a little bit more of an exciting game. We haven't seen much of it in the first half. Corner to be taken by Declan Rice towards the back post. It's headed on there! And Calafiore just with the header. He's complaining he's being impeded. I didn't see anything wrong there. Hence the ball wide. It's a goal kick for Liverpool. And Alisson Becker with the goal kick. Or is it? Virgil van Dijk is actually going to take it. Is he going to go long, Van Dijk, here? Because he's taking a run up. I think he's just going to play the ball to Alisson Becker. No, he does go long. And it's looking for Hugo Ekitike. Timber just nips in and wins that ball comfortably. Noni Madueke trying to get the ball under control. But it rolls out of play for a throw into Liverpool, which Kirkes will take. Here's Kirkes now for Liverpool. Long ball into the middle. It's cleared away by Mascara. And Arsenal keep possession of the ball. Oh, it's cleared away. They're claiming a handball against McAllister. Nothing given there. I'd have to see that again. And here's Gravenberch. Gravenberch lifts the ball over the top, looking for Jobberslide. Jobberslide from almost the halfway line will go back to Alisson Becker in the Liverpool goal. And, well, it's picked up now by McAllister. The ball is played forward now to Carlos Kirkes. Back again to McAllister, but McAllister has just handed the ball to Gabriel. He gives the ball to Mascara. Mascara over the halfway line. And it's dropped back to Mascara again. Mascara gives the ball back to the goalkeeper, David Rea. Puts his foot through that downfield. And picked up almost by Jobberslide. He does win the ball, Jobberslide, plays the ball forward. Oh, that's an unpleasant challenge by Gabriel on Mo Salah, who just falls all over Salah. And I think if the referee was being consistent, there's no attempt to win the ball by Gabriel there. That really should warrant a yellow card. But Chris Kavanagh keeps his cards in his pocket on this occasion. Free kick is taken quickly. It's back in the Liverpool half of the field, and it's with Van Dijk again. He plays the ball forward. Zubamende trying to win that ball back, but also challenging to win the ball is Gravenberch. It finally breaks loose, and a free kick to Liverpool. And 3 minutes to go until the break. Can't imagine there being much stoppage time. A little bit maybe for Saliba's injury, but it's been a fairly flowing game in the sense that it has not been stop, start, but those stoppages have been short. So I expect maybe about 3 minutes, maybe 4 stoppage time, and that's a liberal amount, really. And here is out wide there by Gravenberch to some Jobberslide, and it's back across to Van Dijk. And now here is Kirkes. Kirkes plays the ball back to the goalkeeper. And that's played short by Alisson Becker. And again, back to the goalkeeper, who releases it to Virgil van Dijk. And this is what we've seen for much of the first half by both teams. Ryan Gravenberch. And that is across there to Konate. And Konate back to Gravenberch again, as Liverpool has slowed the pace down to a walking pace here. And it's played back by Konate. Not sure whether he was looking for Van Dijk or the goalkeeper. Went in between them both. Van Dijk has recovered it. Plays the ball forward there, looking for Ekitike, but Arsenal have won the ball back with Yuri and Timber. Out wide now to Noni Madueke. Madueke getting to the byline. Back to Timber. Timber goes down. Arsenal are appealing for a penalty. Play goes on. And it's Alexis McAllister. McAllister now breaking forward for Liverpool. Here's Ekatike. Ekatike looking for Florian Wirtz, but it's cleared away that time by Declan Rice. And now Arsenal can break out with Noni Madueke. He's got Gyökeres up there with him. Timber alongside him. Is he going to go for Gyökeres? He plays it short instead to Mikel Moreno. And here Zubamendi. 1-2 with Declan Rice. Back to Zubamendi. We approach stoppage time at the end of this first half. A first half frustrating to watch by anybody's standards. Real lack of goal mouth action, a real lack of creativity by both sides, really. Declan Rice just drops the ball back to Mosquera. Mosquera to Moreno. Back to Mosquera. We'll just find out how much stoppage time we have for you. Getting that now. It's going to be a minute of stoppage time at the end of this first half. Mikel Moreno gives the ball back there to Gabriel. It's now with Mosquera. Mosquera to Declan Rice. Or it's a ball forward by Declan Rice. It looks like it's a foul by Canate on Gyökeres. And complaining here is Jurrien Timber. I'm not sure why. I think it might have been because of this. It wasn't. That would have been very soft to have given that. I mean, there's some contact there, but I think Timber goes down too easily. Anyway, it's a free kick for Arsenal, just inside their own half of the field. Drop back to Gabriel, out wide to Calafiori. As we've played almost a full minute at the end of this first half, I suspect the Anfield crowd on both sides will be happy to hear the half-time whistle. And that's it, that is half-time. And it's 0-0 at the end of this first half. Really only the one shot on goal by Noni Madueke, who forced the save from Alisson Becker. Very little creativity from both sides in this first half. We can only hope it gets better in the second half. Half time at Anfield, Liverpool 0, Arsenal 0. Back to you, Russ.
Yes, thank you very much there, Paul. And you've got to say as well that both managers will probably be fairly happy with how both teams have played in that first half, but neither side have been able to get the breakthrough from Paul in a few moments' time ahead of the second half. There, what we're going to do now, we're going to take a quick look at the scores from the other games from the fixtures over the weekend thus far. I'll keep it. And we've just got one game left in the Premier League to go. But we'll look at all the other scores from the Football League as well. So let's take a look at the scores. Start off in the Premier League right now. As you can see there, it finished Chelsea 2, Fulham 0, Manchester United 3, Burnley 2, Sunderland 2, Brentford 1, Spurs 0, Bournemouth 1, Wolves 2, Everton 3, Leeds United 0, Newcastle United 0, Brighton of Albion 2, Man City 1, Nottingham Forest 0, West Ham United 3. Half-time score is Liverpool 0, Arsenal 0, and the 7 o'clock kick-off in the Premier League is Aston Villa against Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace playing on Thursday night in the Conference League. Let's take a look at the Championship scores then from the weekend. And starting off on Friday night was Leicester City 2, Birmingham City 0, Middlesbrough 1, Sheffield United 0, QPR 3, Charlton Athletic 1, Stoke City 0, West Bromwich Albion 1, Blackburn Rovers 0, Norwich City 2, Bristol City 4, Hull City 2 in the Championship. Also, Ipswich Town 2, Derby County 2, Millwall 2, Wrexham 0, Oxford United 2, Coventry City 2, Portsmouth 1, Preston North End 0, Sheffield Wednesday 0, Swansea City 2, Watford 2, Southampton 2. Interleague 1 for the weekend. Cardiff City 4, Plymouth Argyle 0, Doncaster Rovers 1, Huddersfield Town. Doncaster Rovers 1, Rotherham United 0. I looked at the one underneath there as I was reading the scores. Now Barnsley 3, Huddersfield Town 1 was Huddersfield played, as you can see on your screens. Blackpool 1, Bolton 1, Bradford City 3, AFC Wimbledon 2, Burton Albion 0, Luton Town 3. Let's continue to look at the scores. Exeter City 3, Peterborough United 0, Leyton Orient 0, Northampton Town 1, Reading 1, Port Vale 0, Stevenage 1, Wickham 0, Wigan Athletic 1, Stockport County 1, and Lincoln City 1, Mansfield Town 1. Let's take a look at League 2. Salford City 1, Cheltenham Town 1 on Friday evening. Barrow 0, Fleetwood Town 1, should I say. Alexandria 0, Swindon Town 3, Barnet 1, Colchester United 1, Bromley 2, Harrogate Town 0, Cambridge United 2, Newport County 0. Continuing into League 2, Chesterfield 2, Crawley Town 2, Grimsby Town 0, Bristol Rovers 1. Some fans may say Bristol Rovers are better than Manchester United after Bristol Rovers could beat Grimsby and Manchester United couldn't. Milton Keynes Dons 0, Walsall 1, Oldham Athletic 0, Gillingham 1, Shrewsbury Town 0, Accrington Stanley 0, and Tranmere Rovers 1, Notts County 2. Here's the scores on the nose. So there is the Premier League scores again for you. Just to have one quick look at them again, with the score here at half time 0-0 between Liverpool and Arsenal. We're just going to take a quick break. When we return, we'll be back with some analysis on that first half. Who will come out on top? Will it be Liverpool or will it be Arsenal? So far, we're goalless at half time. Welcome back to coverage of Liverpool against Arsenal in the Premier League. Half-time score, as you can see on the screen, is Liverpool 0, Arsenal 0 at Anfield. Ahead of the second half, just before we get into the second half very, very shortly, which will be coming up in around about 4 or so minutes time or thereabouts. Let's bring in your match commentator on for his thoughts on that first off, because you've got to say both teams have cancelled each other out. Paul, is like neither side want to lose, and it's got that feeling where neither side want to lose early in the season. Try and get a point if you can, and from our perspective, if you can nick a goal, all well and good. If not, keep compact to make sure you don't lose the game.
Well, I think both sides have gone out their way to make sure that they don't lose the game. I think it's very much a case of both sides just trying to start at the back and not really. It was almost as if that Liverpool front line that we've seen that is so impressive has just not gelled well together. It's like they've never played together before. The Arsenal front line, the same. Gyökeres has been invisible. I don't think either side has really tested the defence of the other. I just think both sides have gone out with the intention of not losing the game. And I don't think that's a good way to go with all the talent that's on this pitch. And I think for Liverpool as a home team, they have, if you will, it's incumbent upon them to try to create something, to try to get this game going, because it desperately needs a goal.
Yeah, that's what it's just like both teams, Paul, have done well up until the final third, and then it's just the final third where they've let both teams have been let down. They've got some good positions, but the final pass from Liverpool or the final pass from Arsenal has led them down in that first half.
Yeah, I think as well that's the thing. The midfield from both teams really has not really been existing really. Neither one has dominated the other. The passing has been, most of the passing has come from the defence to the attack. The midfield has almost been bypassed in that first half.
Yeah, absolutely, Paul. And I've just got some statistics up here from the Premier League, who have just tweeted them out on X. Go and follow them at Premier League on X. And follow the Premier League and see some of the other stuff that's been posted out. But some of the stats from that first half: 49% possession for Liverpool and Arsenal 51%. There's been 8 shots in the entire game, Paul. 2 for Liverpool, 6 for Arsenal. Liverpool yet to have a shot on target. Arsenal with 1 shot on target in that first half. Liverpool have won 48% of duels, while Arsenal have won 52% duels. And Arsenal have had 5 corners to Liverpool's none. So, in terms of shots, there's been 8. Liverpool have not yet to test. Alisson's had 1 save to make, but both sides need better quality and better finishing in that final third if they'll have to get the 3 points this afternoon.
Yeah, both sides are going to have to be a bit more adventurous. You can't be afraid to lose. They've got to go out there, and they've got to go out there to try to win. City have lost today. This is an opportunity for one of these sides to really put some distance between them and Manchester City in this early stage of the season. At this point, you can't be afraid to lose.
Absolutely not. As it stands right now, they're both level on points with Chelsea, who are top on goals scored in that first half. In the table, Arsenal second, Liverpool third. If one of these sides were to get the victory today, they would move 2 points clear of Chelsea and 3 points clear of the other, which will be a really big early statement saying, we've got all 3 points. We've got maximum points from his first 3 games. Now, can you catch up? And can you actually get to catchers and overtake us? But I know it's early days yet, but these sort of teams, both teams will not want to lose to these teams. Liverpool, they've both got good youngsters on the bench, as we touched upon earlier, Paul. Liverpool with Riona Goma. with their youngsters on? And if so, who do you think will come on first out of Ngoma and Dowman?
I think it's a very, very difficult game to bring either of these two youngsters on. I think you might see one or the other, but I don't know if it's such a good idea a match like this. I don't think I'll be surprised if we see either one of them, to be honest.
Yes, you'd expect Eze to make his debut, and if he does, do you think he'll come on the right hand side or the left for you?
Well, with Leandro Trossard on the bench as well, I'd expect him to come out on the right for Noni Madueke. Also, I would expect to see Martin Odegaard at some point as well, if things remain the way that they are. But it's at the moment, both of these sides, it's not good enough. So I can only hope for the listeners, for my own sake, for your sake, and anybody watching it on national television, to be able to for this to get better, because it's beneath this sort of performance is beneath these two teams.
Yes, absolutely, Paul. Arsenal coming back out of the tunnel right now ahead of kick-off in this second half. So without further ado, let's hand you back over to match commentator for the second half. It's Paul James.
Thank you, Ross. Okay, let's second half is about to get underway shortly. Let's hope and pray for better. Shokarash is just doing his boot laces up there, as Liverpool will be attacking the top end in the second half, and we'll get this second half underway. No changes from either side yet. We await the teams to get underway shortly. Arsenal just doing a final team huddle, as you can see there in the background, the Liverpool manager Arne Slot just having a conversation there. Is finally coming back out, and we are about to get the second half underway when Chris Kavanagh blows his whistle. Just waiting for that now. McAllister is in the centre circle, and for some reason we have a delay. That's because Ekatike had gone too soon. The second half is underway, and Liverpool are now attacking the top end, and throwing to Arsenal down the Arsenal left-hand side, and it's going to be taken by the number 33, Ricardo Calafiori, and it's taken quickly. Here's Gravenberch, and it's launched forward there and just dropped back to the goalkeeper by Scara via Gabriel. It's cleared downfield. And it goes out of play for a throw-in. It's there we go. That's what I was looking for. Throw into the Arsenal, taken quickly down that Arsenal right-hand side. And the ball is now with Gabriel. And played forward, looking for Gabriel Martinelli, but that is way over the head of the Brazilian and goes behind for a goal kick. And you can see Arne Slot there. He looks fairly relaxed at the moment. Goal kick now, which at the moment Virgil van Dijk appears to be taking goal kicks. I do wonder whether Alisson Becker has maybe picked up a knock, but it's downfield by Virgil van Dijk, and just nipping in and winning that ball there is Madueke. It's launched forward. Jurrien Timber has picked up the ball, but he's pushed out by Cody Gakpo, and it's a throw into Arsenal. And it's taken quickly. It's now actually with Gakpo now. Gakpo picks up the ball, drops it back there, and picked up there by Dominic Szoboszlai. He drops the ball back to Konate. Konate goes back to Alisson. Oh, and he's almost dispossessed Ryan Gravenberch. But Declan Rice goes into the back of him, and it's a free kick which is taken quickly. Here's Ryan Gravenberch now for Liverpool, and for a moment there you can kind of see what was going on. Florian Wirtz plays the ball forward, looking for Ekatike, and Mascara plays the ball off Ekatike, and it goes behind for a goal kick. The ball played just a bit too much weight on that ball by Florian Wirtz. He is selected in Germany's squad for the internationals next week against Slovakia and Northern Ireland. The game against Northern Ireland you can hear live on the Commentary Hub on Sunday evening. I'll be bringing that game to you. The ball is out wide to Dominic Jobbersley now for Liverpool. Jobbersley plays the ball forward. Across there to Mo Salah. Salah, short pass back again to Salah. Lifts the ball into the penalty area looking for Ekatike. Ekatike tries to backheel it, but it's cleared away by Declan Rice. It doesn't quite go behind for the corner. Like top spins and moves away from that byline. And Ekatike is fouled by, or is he? No, the free kick has been given the other way. Ekatike can't believe it. He's confused. A little bit confused myself. I thought that was more of a foul really by Calafiore on Ekatike than the other way around. But free kick has been given in Arsenal's favour. David Raya just it's going to take a lot here, I think. Mascara done a pretty good job since he's come on. And David Raya is going to launch the ball downfield. Right-footed, all the way downfield, and up in the air chasing this one is Jokeres. It can't over him, but does find Martinelli. Is he shoved over there by the number Dominic Jobbersley? The referee, I think, says no, and it's let's see what the referee has given here. Has he given the fit? No, it's a goal kick, in fact. And Alisson is again leaves it for Virgil van Dijk. Gives it to Alisson again, back to Virgil van Dijk. Van Dijk plays it forward there to Gravenberch. He drops the ball back to Kerkez. Kerkez plays the ball forward. It's Gravenberch again. He's been dispossessed, but Kerkez nips in and wins the ball back to Liverpool. And plays it off Donny Madueke. It goes out of play for a throw-in as we've had 5 minutes gone in this second half. It's Liverpool 0, Arsenal 0 as we hope for a better second half. It's Kerkez with the throw-in there. And he drops it back to Virgil van Dijk, who goes all the way back to Alisson. He releases the ball to Konate. Konate plays the ball over the halfway line to Mo Salah, just looking to find Dominic Jobbersley, but that's well won back by Declan Rice. And now Victor Jokeres is off down the left-hand side. That's a good challenge, though, by Konate there, just getting a really solid challenge in on Victor Jokeres. It's going to be a throw-in for Arsenal. It's about 5 or 6 yards away from the corner flag. And taking this one is going to be Ricardo Calafiore. Is he going to go for the long one in the box? Decides to go short to Gabriel. Gabriel decides not to swing the ball in. Mascara. Across here to Timber. Back to Mascara and across to Gabriel. Gabriel to Calafiore. Calafiore skipping inside. Oh, it's a good challenge by Florian Wirtz. Wins that ball back now. And he's got options right and left. He decides to go down the right-hand side to Salah. He drops the ball back to Jobbersley. And it's back with Konate now as both teams continue to be shy in setting up offensive plays. Good ball by McAllister. Here's an opportunity there for Ryan Gravenberch. Well, it was about 25 yards out, and it was a shot, but it was a disappointing one that was just skewed wide. It's a goal kick. This time, Gabriel is going to take the goal kick for Arsenal. He drops it back to David Raya. David Raya plays it short to Declan Rice. Really put Declan Rice in trouble there. But he managed to find Jurrien Timber, and it's cleared again by David Raya. I think this is going to go out of play for a throw into Arsenal. It goes to Marcus Kirkes. And David Raya's distribution today, that's the second time. That is, he could really play Declan Rice into a very difficult position there. And here is Declan Rice again. Plays the ball forward to Calafiori. Calafiori tries to find Jokeres. Good interception by Jobeslai. Done well in right back today. But the ball looking back to Jobeslai from Mo Salah was poor. It was won back by Calafiori. Gets it back to the goal with David Raya, who clears it. It's nodded on by Madueke, looking for the number 11, Martinelli again. Martinelli's been switching between the left and the right. And here's Konate now over the halfway line. Back by Mikel Morena, who gives the ball to Jurrien Timber. Timber goes down the right-hand side to Noni Madueke. He's able to run again at Kirkes. Madueke gets into the penalty area. What's he going to do, Madueke? He's looking for options. Can he get this in? Oh, he tried, but that's really good play again by Milos Kirkes. Really stopping Noni Madueke at the moment. Madueke certainly been Arsenal's most threatening player by far, but Milos Kirkes once again really sharp defending that time. And it's going to be a corner for Arsenal, which trudging over to take it is Declan Rice. 6th corner for Arsenal, none for Liverpool so far. Declan Rice is going to outswing this one. Gabriel is in there. Jokeres is in there. And of course Moreno. McAllister's watching him. Corner is outswung. The heads go up. It's headed away that time by Kirkes. Got some real pace on that. Almost back to the halfway line. And now David Raya is almost at the halfway line and clears the ball forward. It's headed on by Morena, looking for Jokeres' run. Jokeres not able to read that header by Morena. And it just goes straight through to the goalkeeper. Alisson, he releases it to Jobeslai. Konate. Van Dijk. Gravenberch. Van Dijk again. Laid off there by McAllister. Here's Van Dijk. 10 minutes gone in this second half. It's still Liverpool 0, Arsenal 0. And here's Jobeslai. Really good. Just drops it back to Konate there. See the score on the screen there. Still 0-0. Played forward looking for Cody Gakpo. It comes off the head of the Dutchman and it goes out of play for a throw into Arsenal. As Liverpool are starting to organise their substitutes. Watu Endo is stripping off. I think also there is Joe Gomez. And at the moment, Arsenal not making any substitutions as of yet. Here's Calafiori. There's the ball forward. Oh, good challenge there by Virgil van Dijk. And it's now picked up by Gravenberch. Gravenberch. Back to Konate. Konate to the number 8, Jobeslai. Jobeslai again. Nice pass there. And it's picked up here by Florian Wirtz. Liverpool just keep a sustained period of possession. Not really going anywhere with it. Here's Konate. And Jobeslai drops the ball back to the goalkeeper. And it's played forward by Virgil van Dijk. It's a long ball over the top to Salah. He's finally been inside the Arsenal defence. Salah. Can he cut back? He's got options in the penalty area. Salah tries to play the ball into the middle. It's bounced up in the air. Cleared away by Gabriel Martinelli, who goes down under the challenge of McAllister. And it's going to be a free kick as we wait and see where the substitutes will be coming from. Sure, Liverpool, I think, are going to be the ones to make the first substitutions. I think it's been again, both sides very shy on offensive play. I mean, it's a free kick now to be taken by David Raya. 51% to 39% in the first half for Arsenal, 66-34 for Liverpool in the second half. Oh, it bounces into the penalty area. Nani Madueke able to turn. Oh, that was very poor play by Virgil van Dijk. Maybe he didn't get the shout, but he allowed the ball to bounce into the penalty area. And it bounced over his head, and Nani Madueke just turning the Dutchman there. But this time, Alisson Becker was out to block that shot and smother the effort by Nani Madueke. But he has definitely been Arsenal's most dangerous player in this game so far. And here is Brian Gravenberch. Drop back to Virgil van Dijk. And it's with Konate. Back to Van Dijk. And it's Konate again. Inside the centre circle to McAllister. McAllister just over the halfway line, gives the ball to Szoboszlai. Patient build up. There's back with Szoboszlai again. And the ball is across to Gravenberch. Out wide to Kerkez. Kerkez just steps back and drops the ball back into his own half to Van Dijk. Van Dijk across to Konate. Konate back to Szoboszlai from Weert. And once again, Liverpool not really going anywhere at the moment. The ball is played long this time, but comfortably cleared away by Timber. I'm just trying to bring that ball under control with Morena. And Liverpool win the ball back. And they've got possession again with Gravenberch. Both sides just seem to be happy to allow the other to have it in a sort of neutral area like the middle of the park. Neither side really pushing anything. Here is Szoboszlai. Across now, maybe we'll see something now. Here's Cody Gakpo. Played across to McAllister. Can McAllister shoot? Tries to find Weert. Brilliant turn by Weert. Great save. It's going to bounce into the net. It's in there. And Liverpool take the 1-goal lead. And it's Hugo Ekitike, but the linesman's flag is up on the far side. And just for a moment, it looks like the linesman's flag has come up. Now, with VAR are going to review this. We're going to just take a look at this again and see whether Ekitike isn't. Oh, he is. Yes, there's no question. There's no question he's offside. He goes down and he tried to take the ball off David Ray, so he's immediately interfering in play. That is offside, no question. And play will resume. Just for a moment again, David Raya really failing to get a hold and control of possession of that ball. As we look at this again, it's a shot from there. It's a good turn by the German. And still though by David Raya. Ekitike getting in there, but Ekitike is in an offside position. And we have some change. We have the change here. McAllister is coming off, and it is Curtis Jones coming on for Liverpool on 61 minutes. So Curtis Jones is on, Alexis McAllister is off, and that's our first substitution of this afternoon's game. And it's cleared downfield by David Raya. And chasing this one is Gyökeres. Gyökeres under pressure there by Szoboszlai. Really well played by Szoboszlai. And he drops the ball there to Salah. Back to Szoboszlai again. He clears the ball forward. Chested down by Mascara. Allows it just to roll back through to David Raya. Ekitike closing in on Raya, but Raya will just pick that ball up. And here is Mascara forward to Morena. Mascara goes back to the goalkeeper. And it's cleared away there to Moreno. And that's a really good ball there. And now is moving forward our Arsenal with Nani Madueke again. He's going to run at Kerkez again. Pulled back here to Timber. Can he get a shot away, Timber? Plays back to Calafiore. The shot is blocked. Back again, this time to Gabriel, and this time it's blocked by Konate and goes behind for a corner. There's a shot blocked there from Gabriel's effort. good piece of defending once again. You have to say you would expect the goalkeeper to be able to save that comfortably, but that is gotten away that Canate, and it's going to be a corner to Arsenal. Well, Liverpool have had the ball in the net by Ekitike, but it was disallowed for offside. Can Arsenal create a chance of their own? It's going to be Declan Rice to outswing this ball from Arsenal's right-hand side. The line-up there, they're going to make their way in the 6-yard box here. The heads go up, it's won by Canate, back to Madweki, whose shot is high, wide, and not so handsome. It came off Canate initially. Both went up for the ball. You can see here, both went up for the ball, and it looked like there was a collision between the two players. Calafiore, yes, collision there between the two, but it was Canate that got his head on that. And play will continue as we take a look at the Liverpool bench. So far, Mikel Arteta resisting the urge to bring on Eberici Eze or make any changes at all, in fact. It's backed with Alisson. We look at the attempts, only one shot on target for each team. 9 efforts for Arsenal and 4 for Liverpool, as a free kick has been given for a foul by Mikel Morena on Virgil van Dijk. It's almost on the halfway line now, just inside the Liverpool half of the field. Just inside the Arsenal half of the field, down the Liverpool left. As the Liverpool continue to make noise. Is Virgil van Dijk to Canate. 71% possession in the last 10 minutes for Liverpool, but only one shot on goal to show for it in the entire game. Cleared downfield by Alisson. Header won there by Calafiore, but it's picked up by Jobeslai. Jobeslai finds the number 17 there, Jones. It's pulled back, and the shot is struck there by Gakpo, and it's right at the goalkeeper. It's a poor effort in the end. Curtis Jones' pass is a decent one, but checking back is Cody Gakpo. Wasn't the best effort on goal. It was on goal, nevertheless. Here's Salah now inside the penalty area, but Calafiore nips in front of Salah and wins the ball, and Gabriel clears the ball out of play for a Liverpool throw-in. A yellow card is going to be issued here. We're just going to see that. He's going to pick up the card there. It looks like it's going to be Victor Gyökeres. And I think it's going to be for this challenge on Virgil van Dijk. Yes, it's a late one by Victor Gyökeres. Definitely a yellow card in my opinion. And he will pick up the game's second yellow card. Victor Gyökeres. And here is Virgil van Dijk. Plays the ball to Curtis Jones. Jones under pressure from Zubimendi. Gets the ball back to Milos Kerkez. Kerkez back to the goalkeeper. And Alisson just puts his foot on the ball. Just dummies Victor Gyökeres there. Plays the ball forward to Cody Gakpo, who headed it down, but Arsenal have won back possession. The ball is played forward, looking for Gyökeres. Canate comes out to meet him, and Gyökeres runs the ball out of play. It's a throw-in to Liverpool. As Liverpool, well, they've defended very, very well, although they've not had a great deal. What they have been able to defend, they've defended, but there's not been a great deal of offensive play by either side in this game. And it's picked up. It's a long ball over the top by Kerkez, looking for Mohamed Salah. He's got Ricardo Calafiore in front of him, outside of the boot cross. Oh, and David Raya nearly drops it. That is a beautiful outside of the boot cross by Mo Salah. Really good football from Liverpool that time. And David Raya nearly drops it, and it's a good job he didn't, because Florian Wirtz was coming in right behind him. And here's Gravenberch now as Liverpool trying to turn the screens. Coming forward is Ekitike. Good ball out to Salah. Salah trying to get to the byline. Checks inside. Beats him. Salah. Oh, he just wasn't able to make the pass as he beat Calafiori there, but the ball came through to the goalkeeper. Well, he had Ekitike alongside him. But it just rolled through to the goalkeeper, David Ray. It's cleared downfield and flicked back to Alisson Becker from Virgil van Dijk. We are about to see Eberici Eze. He's putting his shirt on now, and I suspect, and Martin Odegaard is also coming on for Arsenal. So I suspect we'll see Moreno and probably Noni Madueke coming off. But I must admit, Madueke has been Arsenal's best player this game so far. I might actually keep him on and maybe take off Gabriel Martinelli, but I get the feeling it will be Madueke with Leandro Trossard available. I can only see it really being Madueke. Ball played to Gravenberch here, just over the halfway line. Played forward, here's Ekitike! And coming out to meet it is David Raya, who just falls on the ball. Just a bit too much weight on that pass to Ekitike from Gravenberch. Arsenal have possession now. The ball's played forward, looking for Noni Madueke. And it goes, it's offside, I think, is Madueke there. As Arsenal will be about ready to make their substitutes. And yes, it's Eberici Eze and Martin Odegaard at this point. I'm just going to see who is coming off now for Arsenal. So it is the number 11, Gabriel Martinelli. So that is, I didn't think he was going to do that with, and the other one is Moreno, of course, no surprise there. But I must admit, I'm very surprised he went for that, because what with Leandro Trossard on the bench, I am super surprised that it is Martinelli, but I think it's the right decision because Noni Madueke has been Arsenal's best player in this game so far. And those are the substitutes. Ball played forward and looking, but it's a good win there. Run the ball very well there by Mosquera. Here's Odegaard. Gives it immediately to Noni Madueke. Drop back. Cleared forward. And that's picked up by Jobberslide. Nipping in to try to win that ball is Odegaard. But Liverpool keep possession with Gravenberch. Gives the ball out wide there. The good pass to Cody Gakpo. Gakpo goes down. The referee says play on. Oh, and now the referee has stopped play. Well, the referee initially had played on, in my view, and then he stopped play when the ball was passed through. The team news for the game, for the later game, is on your screen right now. Aston Villa versus Crystal Palace. Mascara makes a challenge there. It's going to be a corner to Liverpool. We have 19 minutes left to go in this game. And it's going to be swung in on the far side. I'm just trying to see who's going to take this for Liverpool. Virgil van Dijk, Ekitike, Konate, they're all in there. And the corner is swung in. Heads go up, and it's just headed out by Gabriel. He got some distance on it, but only as far as Gravenberch. Gravenberch to Jobberslide. Jobberslide just puts his foot on the ball, drops it back to Gravenberch. Interesting team news as well is there's no Emi Martinez for Aston Villa. With the rumour that he may be going to Manchester United, we might be seeing that come to fruition. Long ball over the top. He's surely in an offside position there, Gakpo. He checks back inside. Played across here to Salah with a shot, but it's blocked. It looked to me like he was in an offside position there. Gravenberch launches forward, and it's chested behind by Jurrien Timber. He could have left that to go behind for a goal kick, but it looked to me there like, was he in an offside position? Maybe not. The arm goes up. Brilliant check back and good ball across. But it was blocked there. So Joboslai is going to take the corner for Liverpool. And he gets some applause in the corner of that Anfield Road end. It's swung in. It's going to be swung in here by Joboslai. It's not the best one. It's headed out by Jokeresh. Only as far as Joboslai launched it back in against first time. Comes back to Wirtz. It's shot. It's blocked. Half-hearted appeal for a handball there by the Liverpool players. Nothing doing, says referee Chris Kavanagh. It's now with Ryan Gravenberch. And across there to Jones. Jones goes back to the goalkeeper as there's 17 minutes remaining in this game. And both sides at the moment, particularly Arsenal, have not looked particularly threatening at all in this second half. Liverpool have tried to make more of an effort of it, but ultimately it's not been the greatest game to watch by any stretch of the imagination. But we certainly appreciate you taking valuable time out of your day to listen to us today. Thank you so much for that. Please feel free to like and subscribe if you like what you're hearing. And here's Gravenberch now for Liverpool. Played forward, knocked on by Jones. Back to Jones again. Jones holds the ball up. He's got plenty of options available. Decides to go to Kerkez. Kerkez to Gatko. He's got Timber in front of him. Checks back to Gatko. And it's now with Gravenberch. He drops it back to Van Dijk. Van Dijk, quick 1-2 passing there. That's really good play. And back to Gravenberch again. Gravenberch just taking the ball back. And it's Dominic Joboslai. Out wide there to Mo Salah. Let's see what Mo Salah can do. He tries to play the ball to Ekitike, but it's nipped back and won back by Declan Rice. He gives the ball to Eberechi Eze. First time he's having a real run at the Liverpool defence. Gives the ball to Jokeresh. Jokeresh, good ball back there to the number 33 Calafiori. Here's Odegaard. Odegaard out wide to Nani Madueke. Madueke drops the ball back. Here's Mascara. Got a comment in the comment section. We're just going to read that out now, actually. It's out wide to Eberechi Eze. We'll get to the comment in a moment. Eberechi Eze checks back. Plays the ball across to Odegaard. What can Odegaard do? Oh, he tries to play through Jokeresh. But it was cleared away only as far as Declan Rice. And it's out wide there to Noni Madueke again. Madueke, can he get inside the Liverpool penalty area? And now, there's the ball to Zubamende, and he tried to play it to Calafiori, but he slips, and it goes out of play. And the comment in the comment section from Nicholas Jones. Just woke up from a nap, so I thought I'd tune in. Hi, Nicholas. Hope you're doing well. We're going to see Federico Chiesa now for Liverpool. Hardly surprising. The front line haven't done much in this game. And Federico Chiesa is going to be coming on, and pretty sure it might be for Ekitike. He's had the ball in the net, Hugo Ekitike, but it was ruled out for offside. And Konate is down as well. Jokeresh just going over to see what's going on. And Federico Chiesa is about ready to make his appearance. Scored against Bournemouth. You know he's capable of getting goals. Looks like there is another substitution making its way here. It's Joe Gomez, who may be coming on for Konate. We're going to see that as Liverpool having a tactics meeting and a drinks break. Yes, it is Joe Gomez who is going to be coming on by the looks of it. I think at this point, Konate looks like he picked up a rather unpleasant injury. I hope he's okay. He looks very disgruntled over there on the far at the moment. He's just receiving some drinks. There's a delay in play, and in case you missed it earlier on, Nottingham Forest suffered a 3-0 defeat to West Ham United, and Manchester City lost on the south coast of Brighton 2-1. So some interesting shock results coming in there. Later tonight, Aston Villa is going to take on Crystal Palace, not on the Commentary Hub, I'm afraid. We are back next week for the international break. On Saturday, we're going to bring you coverage of England versus Andorra from Villa Park. I will be bringing you that game for the Commentary Hub, so we look forward to seeing you for that one. Join us there, 5 o'clock UK time, for that important qualifier for England. Substitute now. Canate is definitely coming off, and Ekitike is the other one coming off as well. So substitutes Canate and Ekitike are coming off. Coming on is Federico Chiesa and Joe Gomez, as limping off there is Canate. That's unfortunate for him. Hopefully that isn't a serious injury. So we're going to get some additional stoppage time at the end of this game now for sure, as we have 11 minutes to play in this game. Ball played forward over the top, looking for Mo Salah, headed on by Curtis Jones, and picked up here by Florian Wirtz. Just skips away from two Arsenal players. Great ball there, and here's Curtis Jones now. He drops the ball back to Milos Kirke. Good ball into the middle, and Chiesa was looking for it, but really good defending by Gabriel. And here's Eberici Eze now for Arsenal. And Martin Odegaard to Declan Rice. Declan Rice takes it to the Arsenal left, plays the ball over the top, looking for Eze. And the ball was alleged to have gone out of play, and it's going to be a throw into Liverpool midway inside the Arsenal half of the field, as we go into the last 10 minutes of this one, which has been a frustrating watch. And here is Virgil van Dijk for Liverpool. Good ball there back to Van Dijk. It's Curtis Jones again. Again, Van Dijk. Here is Jobberslide, plays the ball forward. Oh, looking for the run there was Salah, but it was a good ball won by Gabriel. It's now with Van Dijk. Played over the halfway line to Jones. Jones goes down under the challenge of Martin Zubimendi, and that's going to be a free kick to Liverpool in a pretty dangerous position, and a yellow card for Martin Zubimendi. Well, it's a good ball, but you can see here Zubimendi, he tries to go for the ball, but just doesn't get anywhere near it. I think a yellow card is probably the right outcome there. And it's a free kick for Liverpool. It's about 30 yards out, centre, dead centre. And you can see there's a number of players around there. Cody Gakpo, Dominic Jobberslide, and Mo Salah, all lining up to bid to take control of this free kick. David Raya trying to line up the Arsenal wall. Mo Salah and Cody Gakpo. There's four of them there in the free kick committee. Van Dijk is going to move away. Then there were three. Jobberslide, Gakpo, and Mo Salah. Thinking it might be Jobberslide actually. It's taking much more of a longer run up. We'll see. Salah moves away. It does look like it's going to be Jobberslide now. It's a long way out. It's going to have to be something special to score from here. Jobberslide with a shot! Oh, I say! That is absolutely magnificent from Dominic Jobberslide. I said that to be special, and special it was. Dominic Jobberslide's free kick. Oh, it looped over the wall and down. flew past David Raya on his right-hand side. What a free kick by Dominic Jobbersley. Wherever you watch your highlights from, take time to watch that. It was an outstanding effort, and it's a goal worthy of winning any game. Not a chance for David Raya there. And Liverpool take the 1-goal lead in this one. And well, Dominic Jobbersley. Oh, look at that. That was something special. That really was something special. We just struck that. You could see it. It goes over the wall and then drops in off the post. And that really is a spectacular effort by Dominic Jobbersley. And well, I go out of words to describe that effort for Jobbersley. Super strike. Ball is played forward now as we've got the game back underway. Headed on by Odegaard. Knocked away there and back into the Arsenal half of the field, met by David Raya, who launches the ball first time. Calafiori trying to bring this ball under control. There's the ball forward and it's cleared away by Gomez and again by Salah. Picked up though by Calafiori. Here's Declan Rice. Rice back to Calafiori. And I'm just going to give Ross my player of the match. Here's a chance now though for Eze! Eze got down in the penalty area. The referee says no. All the fans appealing. And Eze just slipped into the penalty area. It was a half-hearted appeal by Eze himself. Let's take a look at this again. Eze gets into the penalty area. There's nothing in that. There's nothing in that. That's not enough for me. I mean, if I look at the Burnley one yesterday, it's like that. It's soft. It's soft. There's no way that should be a penalty. I think VAR will look at it, but for me, that is not a penalty. And we're just waiting for. Yes, the game gets back underway. And I'm just going to give my player of the match to my co-host Ross Vernon. And I've probably typed that out wrong. Sorry, Ross, you'll need to correct that. It's now picked up here by the park. Gives it to Gyökeres. Gyökeres goes down under the challenge by Jobbersley. Picked up by Madwecki. Madwecki lifts the ball into the penalty area. Fighting to win that is Martin Zubimendi, and it goes. Finally, Alisson Becker just gets himself on top of that, and it's going to be you can see that. I'm surprised it's not a free kick actually. Finally, it's released off by Becker. It's now with Kerkez, who gives the ball to Virgil van Dijk. Back to Kerkez again, and Virgil van Dijk just holding the ball up. Going to give you the player of the match in about 2 or 3 minutes here. The ball is launched downfield, headed off by Curtis Jones out, goes all the way back through to the goalkeeper David Raya. Time just about ticking down for Arsenal, and they just really haven't been creative enough all the way through the game. And here now is, he's just dispossessed there now. Liverpool coming forward again. With Curtis Jones finds Salah. Salah is dispossessed, and now Eberici Eze can come forward for Arsenal. Gives the ball to Odegaard. Odegaard over the halfway line. Got some time and space. Finds Noni Madueke. Madueke gets across it looking for Gyökeres, but really good defending by Joe Gomez. Just gets his foot in to make the challenge there. Gyökeres looking for the ball there from Noni Madueke. Good defending by Joe Gomez, but it's going to be a corner for Liverpool. Player of the match coming in about 2 minutes' time. Florian Wirtz is down right now. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We definitely appreciate you joining us today for this game. I know it's not been the best game to watch, but thank you very much for joining us, and we definitely appreciate that. The Liverpool substitution is coming up now. Wataru Endo is ready to make his appearance, and Dominic Szoboszlai, what looks like the scorer of the winning goal, is the man that is going to be replaced. That free kick was absolutely magnificent. Every time I look at that free kick, that is absolutely magnificent. Worthy of winning any game. And we'll see as we go. Has Dominic Szoboszlai come off yet? No, not yet. Watch it. Oh, it's going to be Ziyech, I think, that's going to come off. I think they've had a change of plan, so it's not going to be Szoboszlai. I think it's Florian Wirtz who's coming off. It looks like he's picked a knock, and that is bad news for Germany because they have their games next week against Slovakia and Northern Ireland, and they're already missing. Jamal Musiala, and Noni Madueke is going to make way now for the young Max Gauman. He's going to get the last few minutes for Noni Madueke. That's both sides, I think. He's got their substitute, so one more. In fact, both sides have one more. The corner is going to come in eventually now, and the heads up. It's headed out by Joe Gomez, only as far as Eberici Eze. Gets the ball back out wide to Odegaard, and Odegaard goes all the way back to the goalkeeper for some reason from inside the Liverpool half of the field. It's launched forward by Rice. Calafiori trying to pick it up. Finally, it goes to Odegaard. Odegaard gets the ball to Max Dowman. Dowman cuts into the penalty area now for Arsenal. Can he get the cross in? He can't. He holds the ball up and is finally dispossessed there. Good defending by Cody Gakpo as we go into stoppage time, and the next stoppage in play we are going to give you the man of the match. It's long ball downfield, header won there by Gomez. Good play by him. Eberici Eze tries to bring the ball under control. We're going to get the stoppage time in a moment. Here's Declan Rice. 7 minutes of stoppage time at the end of this one. So time for Arsenal to see if they can get something from this game. Here's Odegaard. Dowman brings the ball under control well. He really does have an excellent first touch. Dowman drops the ball back. It's Timber. Back to Odegaard. Odegaard swings the ball in. It's headed away there by Szoboszlai. And really good play by Joe. Puts it into the air. Though Arsenal trying to win the ball with Eze. And it's Calafiori now. Calafiori to Odegaard. Gyökeres now back to the number 36 Zubamendi to Odegaard. Timber holds the ball up, back to Odegaard. Timber again. Can he get the cross in? Timber, it's swung in and it goes over everybody's head and out of play. So today's man of the match, as sponsored by Football Live and giving to Liverpool's number 8, Dominic Szoboszlai, not only because of the free kick, but it's an amazing defence. He's out of position at right back, but he's defended so very, very well throughout the entire game, shutting down Gabriel Martinelli with ease. So today's player of the match, as sponsored by Football Live, goes to Liverpool's number 8, Dominic Szoboszlai. And the fourth official is talking to Mikel Arteta. It's Liverpool holding on to this one-goal lead. They know that such an important victory this would be. It would put them clear at the top of the table. And at this point, I don't see anybody that could knock them off. Today's performance hasn't been fantastic, but it's been enough to close out Arsenal. And we're still waiting for the ball here. There's an Arsenal player down. Timber is down for cramp. And Cody Gakpo Timber wanted a hand up off Cody Gakpo. Cody Gakpo tried, and then Timber didn't allow himself to be pulled up. So Gakpo just waves in his face and he walks away. And finally, we're going to get our throw-in, and it's going to be Dominic Szoboszlai for Liverpool. It's a long one, headed on by Gabriel. Picked up there by the number 36 Zubimendi for Arsenal. Headed on by Mascara. Early substitute Mascara for William Saliba, as down that right-hand side, Zubimendi was trying to create something. But Dominic Szoboszlai, who's been so impressive, wins that ball back, and now it's out wide to Max Darman. Darman drops the ball back to Mascara. Mascara holds the ball up. Played by Zubimendi. Gets the ball to Odegaard. Odegaard has got Darman alongside him. He checks back. And Odegaard looking for options. Time running out for Arsenal. They've really created very little in this second half. The ball goes out wide to Darman again. Darman tries to check inside. That's a wonderful challenge by Miles Kirkes. Special mention for him. He was also in my mind for man of the match. And he delivers a super ball to Chiesa. Chiesa, though, dispossessed by Mascara. And now here's Declan Rice. Odegaard. Back to Rice. Rice. Out to Calafiori. Here's Eze for Arsenal. And he has come on in this game. It's Eze again. Back to Odegaard. Back to Calafiori. Calafiori delivers across to the back post. Oh, it's hooked away by Alisson Becker. Darman challenging for the ball. And lifted back into the box for Martin Zubimendi, but headed out by Curtis Jones. Really good play that time. And it's played forward now to Eze. Eze tries to win the ball back. Endo gets the ball away. And it's back now with Gabriel. Gabriel gives the ball there to Calafiori. Calafiori delivers the ball there to Rice. And Rice tries to play the ball over to Darman. It's intercepted though by Wataru Endo. Liverpool trying to win the ball back. And they do with Ryan Gravenberch. He goes for a long ball looking for Mo Salah, but it's out of play as we've played 5 minutes of the 7 minutes of stoppage time. There'll probably be a little bit more added on to that. Arsenal about 86% of possession for the last 5 minutes, but they've not really been able to create anything, as they haven't really much throughout the entire game either. Really, the only real chance coming for Noni Madueke, forcing a save out of Alisson Becker in the first half, and that's really about as good as it's got for Arsenal. As here's Rice. Rice plays the ball out to Eze. Eze keeps the ball in play. Oh, that's super play by Eze. Just got away from Dominic Szoboszlai. That's the first time Szoboszlai has been beaten down that side. And Ricardo Calafiori picks up the ball and knocks it off Chiesa. It goes out of play for a throw into Arsenal, as we have got about 1 minute of stoppage time left at the end of this first half, plus whatever Chris Kavanagh wants to add on at the end of this game. 1 minute to go. It's Ricardo Calafiori. Long ball into the penalty area. The heads go up. It's bouncing around there. It finds Gyökeres. Gyökeres launches the ball in. Heads go up in the air. It's Zubimendi before Kirkes puts his foot through it and clears it all the way back into the Arsenal half. David Raya meets it almost at the halfway line. Flicked on there by Timber, but Liverpool win the ball back. And Chiesa now over the halfway line. He's got Mo Salah alongside him. Can he find Mo Salah, Chiesa, or is he going to go on his own? Chiesa going on his own, and he takes a shot. That took a deflection, but Federico Chiesa trying to get the second goal of the season, as we have played the 7 minutes of stoppage time, as looks like VAR might be reviewing a potential penalty for Arsenal here for a handball by Dominic Szoboszlai. And he could stick his arm out there to control the ball. That for me should be a penalty. That for me should have been a penalty, but I don't know whether the referee is going to give it. or whether VAR are going to give it. But you can see he lifts his arm to control it. Liverpool fans celebrating. It's not been given. Surprise, surprise. Another VAR controversy this weekend. Here's Gyökeres going forward. He's being held back there by Watcher Ended. That's got to be a yellow card. And finally, yes, for a minute there, I didn't think he was going to show it. But that, for me, I think Liverpool have got away with one there. Liverpool have definitely got away with one there. And that, for me, possibly should have been a penalty. I mean, it's clearly obvious that Szoboszlai controls it with his arm. The ball is launched forward into the Liverpool penalty area again. It's played by Virgil van Dijk. And that is it. That's full time. And Dominic Szoboszlai celebrates. It's his free kick that gives Liverpool the victory. And, well, it's not been the greatest game to watch. Perhaps Arsenal should have had a penalty towards the end for the handball by Szoboszlai. Who knows? It's another VAR controversy. But you have to say Liverpool deserved their victory from the second half performance. They really looked the more threatening team, as Arsenal really failed to create anything in the second half. It's full time at Anfield. Liverpool moved 2 points clear. It's Liverpool 1, Arsenal 0. Back to you, Ross.
Thank you very much there, Paul James. Excellent coverage, as always, on the 4:30 kickoffs in the Premier League. Liverpool beating Arsenal by a goal 2-0. That's Dominic Szoboszlai's 83rd minute free kick. The difference between the two sides at Anfield on game week number 3, which sees Liverpool go top of the Premier League table where they finished last season. 2 points clear of Chelsea and of Arsenal after their victory this evening. Before I bring you the full time scores from around games this evening in the Premier League, just a recap of the Premier League scores, with one game in the Premier League left to play this weekend. Before we do that, I'm just going to ask your match commentator, Paul James. Paul, fantastic game of football. Both teams went for it, but Liverpool just showed that extra bit of quality to pick up all 3 points today. And even if Arsenal had both Kepa and Ray in that goal, they would just have that free kick, would they?
No, there's no stopping that. It was a super finish. There's no question about it. It was a wonderful free kick, worthy of winning any game. I still maintain Arsenal should have had a penalty at the end. If he wouldn't have moved his elbow towards the ball, I would have said it's ball to hand and not really much you could do about it. But he clearly moved his elbow to control that ball, Dominic Szoboszlai. It's another VAR controversy for me for the weekend. But I guess I just don't want to talk about it though, Ross, anymore. These VAR controversies, they're just become the norm now. You know, you almost don't have time to discuss anything else.
Yeah, yes, Paul, and you've got to say, no matter which week it is, we're already 3 weeks in, and we've already had controversies in each of the first 3 weeks of the season for VAR. Like we have said plenty of times to each other, we don't think it's the VAR itself that is the problem. We think, Paul, it's the people operating, because when you look in Spain, you look in Italy, you look in Germany, where they've got VAR, it works properly over there. It works properly at international level. It's just at the Premier League, or in the Premier League, where there is major controversies surrounding the VAR.
Oh, it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing for English football. It's embarrassing for the Premier League. It's embarrassing for the FA. And to be honest with you, I watch the Argentinian league. I love the Argentinian league. But you know, people talk about corruption in the Premier League. You have not seen a more corrupt league than the Argentinian league. Like, it is as corrupt gets. And you know what? They still get their VAR decisions right. They still don't make the odd mistake, but not like what it is in the Premier League. It's so embarrassing for English football. to have this level of incompetence at officiating level.
Yes, absolutely, Paul. Absolutely. Just one final thing, which is coming away from this game tonight. Breaking news, which came in towards the end of the commentary this afternoon. Manchester City boss Pep Guardiola has confirmed Ryan Cherky has been ruled out for 2 months through injury. This was after Man City lost 2-1 earlier today to Brighton. Speaking of losing to Brighton in the Premier League scores, let's round up today's coverage with the Premier League scores on the doors from the weekend. And this is how the Premier League scores are following the weekend. On Saturday afternoon, it finished Chelsea 2, Fulham 0, Manchester United 3, Burnley 2, Sunderland 2, Brentford 1, Spurs 0, Bournemouth 1, Wolverhampton Wanderers 2, Everton 3, and last night in the R5 kick-off, Leeds United 0, Newcastle United 0, and in Super Sunday, it finished Brighton 2, Man City 1, but in our Super Sunday, it finished Nottingham Forest 0, West Ham United 3 late goals for the Hammers in that game, and Liverpool 1, Arsenal 0. A cracking free kick sealed the deal in that game there. What we've got time for now is just tell you what next game we've got live on the commentary for you, and our next live offering is England against Andorra on Saturday afternoon. Kick-off is at 5 o'clock at Villa Park, the home of Aston Villa, and Aston Villa play later this evening, which we're not being able to cover here on the channel. They've got Crystal Palace this evening. And as was mentioned earlier in commentary, no Emi Martinez in the Aston Villa squad. He is not even on the bench to take on Crystal Palace. The team news for that game going across the bottom of your screen. So thank you very much to everybody for tuning in to our coverage today of back-to-back Premier League action, 2 o'clock and 4:30. Join us in a couple of weeks' time for some more Premier League action. But make sure you join us next week, next Saturday to be precise, for England against Andorra in the World Cup qualifier taking place at Villa Park. Make sure you join us for that. Well, full time in our match in the 4:30 kick-off is Liverpool 1, Arsenal 0. For myself, Russ, from Paul and the rest of the team here at the Commenttary Hub, thank you very much for listening. We'll see you again soon. Take care. Goodbye for now.